But the system said, if we let these people go forward, talking about black pride, black dignity, black is beautiful, we will be in trouble. So we have to have something for them. And I maintain that's when they decided, well, we have to feed them images of superfly, prostitutes, pimps selling drugs, men kicking women, all kinds of language. Following that up into the present with having black people call themselves niggers and dogs and gangsters and thugs and bitches and hoes.
Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
I'm a bad bitch, suck some dick.
I'm a ratchet bitch, suck a mean dick.
I'm a rich nigga, still let a fuck nigga down.
Now once that's in the brain computer, you can do anything. See, that's the complete annihilation of self-respect. Now we didn't understand it, we thought, oh, this is just entertainment. We don't have a clue about what is going on.
Hey guys, had a busy week. Had a couple interactions with some cornballs online, but I had a little time this morning before I go to work. So let's get into real black men and real men in general versus these fake black men. Because masculinity is intellect and how you deal with people and how you deal with stuff on a daily basis. That requires real strength. And real strength comes from the mind. The mind tells the body everything what to do. But let's get into what real men think like.
One of the easiest things in the world is to disrespect somebody, right? But grown, mature men with intellect, that's not how we solve our problems. Only a boy directly thinks about how can I disrespect somebody that I don't know.
Correct.
Curse their whole life. Want to bring down their reputation, right? To speak egregious lies about somebody. That's what a sucker does, right? A man would never want to see another man fall because he disagrees with this person, right?
Right.
A real man utilizes intellect. That's masculine. That's how we solve our problems. Let's think through it. Then when we can't think through it, then that's when things become violent. That's when wars happen. But masculinity is intellect. As I put out information, right, and we have conversations, thought-provoking conversations. First of all, I would love for us to take time to respond and stop just reacting. Reacting is just emotion. Right? Response is your ability to think through something, right? And then you have a response based on real, true thoughts. So when I think about the fact that I say, yeah, we can build in Africa, that doesn't mean leave America. That doesn't mean let's have this mass exodus. I've never been the type of, I'm not even a Pan-Africanist in the sense of I want to be African. I'm an American. I teach art history. When I stand on stages, I remember standing on the stage last year at Revolt saying that I'm not going to Africa saying I'm an African and stop asking me where I'm from. I'm American, right? I teach art history in that manner. I teach long form conversations, so it make it hard to be misunderstood. Now, the conversation about global business. When we had these conversations, a white man in my comment say, man, I'm not black, but I am doing business out there because it's a hot zone right now. Right? If we want to build in America, we don't just utilize the resources here, right? We want to build and utilize resources all across the planet Earth. All people who build do this. There's a Chinatown almost everywhere across the planet. There's a Jamaican restaurant everywhere that you go, right? Any people who are resourceful and they build, we order Indian food. It's all over, right? So where do we stamp? I'm saying that that's one opportunity. If you want to go to Japan and build, I'm fine with that. But there's nothing wrong with going to Africa and building. It's an opportunity zone for us. It doesn't stop us from continuing to build in America. Actually, it can actually help amplify. We can take monies that we build over there and then continue to build existing systems over here.
Right.
Then everybody's not going to do it. Those who are opposed to global business, beautiful. We need people that just stay over here as well.
Correct.
I'm not telling nobody to have some mass exodus and go over there like you're the greatest Pan-Africanist in the world. I know that there was a lot of large degree that Pan-Africanism and the way that it's taught has been a psyop, so we don't have direct ownership here in America, so that we're going to control that lineage and that power. But as somebody who done traveled the globe, right, who thinks about international business, it would not be intelligent for us to create issues, problems, and opposition with the people that we can actually do business with, right? Global allies. To me, that's intelligent. Now, this whole thing where I don't ever want to be a part of something that somebody can easily discard all your efforts and all your works over the years and reduce it down and then disrespect you and call you out your name.
And that's what they do a lot of times with skin color. Because, you know, somebody got a tan like you, they feel like you're supposed to think like them. We're all individuals with our own thinking minds. You know, some of us have a higher thinking capacity than others due to intelligence that we're, you know, by God's grace, we're born with. You know, nobody sets the rules behind that stuff, man. It is what it is. Some shit just is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. But you got a lot of people out here, low intellect individuals, who want to put everybody in this little crab bucket. And that's not what I'm about. That's not what no intelligent man is about, period, no matter race, color, any of that shit. So I really feel bad for those individuals that think like that. And it's a it's a very self-destructive way of thinking, man. And it poisons everybody around you. Clear as to what happened on Facebook, you know, for the guys that don't know what I'm talking about, no need to worry about it, man. Like I said, you got to let the low thinkers crash out by themselves.
That's not something worth being a part of. That's not intelligent whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't make any progress. What makes progress is us finding common ground, right? Us saying that, okay, you want to build out there? We'll go build out there for that purpose. That's fine. We're going to stay over here and build. And I say, okay, well, what's the best way to do it over here as well? Let's build out these secondary cities. Let's figure out what all the black men, let's politic and strategize on the back end. Let's get this done. Then let's do the thing that they don't see us doing.
But when you try to separate from the self-destructive black men that's hell-bent on staying in the same place for decades. Like, look at how long Black America has been complaining and crying out about things. The same issues. Before I was born. I'm 33. They've been crying about this shit before I was born. I have my own kids now and they still crying. Why is the same issues happening? Because the same people are holding us back and keeping us in that mindset, man. Poor leadership. And then you got the poor foot soldiers that's out here, you know, doing all the work for these cornballs. And they don't even know they're doing it. It's like a psyops.
Because what I see us doing is we following into the playbook. You feel me? We following into their playbook, not ours. What's our playbook? Let's do something unexpected and different, right? Growing up with the ideology of the Nation of Islam, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, his goal wasn't a Back to Africa movement. No, his goal was separation. Let's build in this place that we built. Let's just have ownership. Let's have land sovereignty. Let's utilize these technological resources. Let's build our own platforms. Let's opt out of their platforms. But more importantly, let's have a culture of respect and dignity and honor and valor, right? Let's get more militant in our mindset. Let's treat each other like brothers and sisters, and let's move accordingly to that. Everybody's not going to agree. I'm fine with that, right? But those who are in agreement to believe in some sort of code, to have some sort of power, right, and a power structure here in America and globally, those are the ones I want to align with.
Facts. And, you know, I'm not Muslim, so I don't really care for, you know, the religion aspect of that. But, you know, all that stuff is principle for just humans in general. And just people just building. Cause like, just look at the Chinese. We all eat Chinese food. We all shop with them. We all do business with them. But they're their own separate entity. Like I said, they have Chinatowns everywhere. They circulate that money within themselves. And they circulate the money that we give them within themselves. Everybody has their own thing going on, but they're all a part of the game. What do we have going on? When you try to talk and you try to build with people, first thing they want to, oh, why you think like that? Why you do this? Why you do like that? Like, if we have everybody thinking the same fucking way, it's just a whole bunch of bot zombies. We need people with different minds, different skills to come together. But, you know, in America, I think that's going to be the hardest thing for Black Americans to do, because you just got some people that's just stuck in their ways and they hate other people for thinking differently than them, which I don't. I don't care how differently somebody thinks. As long as you got morals and you move with respect, we can always have a talk or a conversation about anything. But once you move with disrespect, all that shit is off the table, man. Y'all seen it like I seen it. I'm out.